Hello, hello everyone. It's Kathy with Paper Phenomenon, and I'm here with a weekly recap. A little bit late on this one. I've had quite the week. I was out last week doing some fun family things. I'm going to share some photos with you, but we're going to get into what has been going on in Paper Phenomenon world. Let's get right into it. I've got my notes ready from Dr. E. So the big thing happening is moving parts minis. I've got 5 brand new ones for you all. I've been uploading slowly but surely. They have been uploading. I am up to number 11. Today, when you watch this video, sometime in later on after this video, you'll see style 11 uploaded. Hopefully, I have been having some upload issues and it's local here to my area. Thankfully, it had nothing to do with bad weather, with a hurricane or anything like that. It is just stuff that's happening in my area, in my little bubble here. But I'm getting there, and I think you guys will love Style 11 as well. They've been super popular. They're quick and easy projects. You get your 4x6s in there and done. So if you need a project that doesn't take a lot of photos, moving parts minis, it's going to be right up your alley, guys. And everything that I talk about today will be 50% off. There's lots of fun things in the shop as well, so I will take you through everything. Next up, the next global event, Crop at Home, is December 13th through the 15th. It is a recipe inspired project, so you'll be able to get your recipes in there. It's going to be perfect for the gift giving season. So if you love giving gifts that have personal value to them, personal detail, more like heirloom style projects, things that you want to have around once you're gone, so to speak, right? This is a really good project for you all. I think you're gonna love it. I'm gonna give this to my son. I will eventually make one for Faith. There are some recipes that he loves of mine whenever he comes for a visit. He's like, Mom, I want this, 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 and this. So I'm going to put those recipes in there and give it to him and give it to Lexi, really. And they will have it always. And sign-ups for this Crop at Home event those are available in the description box below, and kits are also available as well if you want to make your project exactly like mine. I will have a peek of the project coming up here toward the end of the week, so if you're holding off on ordering your kit until you see the project, you will be able to do so on Friday. All right, so look out for that. The paper collection we're using is in my kitchen, and it is so cute. I'll give you a little sneak peek of it here in this recap video as well. Um, I believe I am about 20 subscribers away before we hit that 4,000 mark, and this is huge for me because I had to restart my channel for reasons I will not discuss in this video, and I feel like restarting my channel was one of those blessings in disguise, that silver lining that you always want to look at when something bad happens in your life, right? And I'm really pleased. I'm really excited about it. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who've subscribed. I want to welcome all my new subscribers that I have. And for those who have been with me forever and 10 days, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll have a little party when we hit 4,000. We'll see what we come up with. All right, so videos, let's head on over to the YouTube channel so we can see what videos Dr. E uploaded. So we have some really wonderful videos here for you guys to watch if you haven't done so already. This wow project right here, this is the Serena box and album set. We did this last year in my Crafting in Paradise event. That's a live event where we craft together, hang out together here in Pensacola. Super gorgeous. It is worth you watching this final review on the project. Another project that I'm working on simultaneously along with all of the other projects is adding photos to my moving parts album. This has been so much fun. I've been using three paper collections, my storybook collections, which is Oz, Tea Party, and Best Friends Forever. I'm adding photos to this album. Everyday photos of faith. I take photos of faith. Oh my goodness. Lord knows how many times, oh, how many photos I take a week of faith, just random everyday photos that necessarily don't have a theme, that necessarily do not, you think, what am I going to do with these photos? Well, these three paper collections are perfect for these everyday photos. And I've been adding photos to this album in a fun and interesting way. And I'm taking you along my process. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. So these videos will be posted probably one a week as I add more and more photos to the album. So if you haven't watched these two videos yet, please do. If you're having trouble with adding photos to your album, this is a great place for you to start for inspiration, techniques, and all sorts of ideas on how to add photos to your albums. I did another final review, which is the Abigail Grace project. This was a project that we did at one of my crop at home events. Beautiful, beautiful project along with the paper collection. This is one of those projects where it takes on a completely different life when you choose pattern paper. So it's a non-themed base album. So the theme it would be the pattern paper that you choose. So for this one, I use the English Tea Party collection, and it is gorgeous. So much to see in that album. Lots of fun matting inspiration and techniques. Pictures, zigzag poster fold. This is such a fun project, and it is loaded with photos. So I highly encourage that you watch it. It's a super, super cute project. It's one of those inserts. What do you do with this? You include it into any of your mini albums, you throw it in a box, and done. All right? Take a peek at this. It's only 3 minutes, guys. Watch it. You're going to love it. Of course, there's a tutorial and how-to videos available for this project as well. Fun, interactive folios, Project 365, quarter 4. Look at that photo mat in action, my friends. Hybrid Folio Style 10. There are 12 in this one. And again, some more must-see projects. This is another one of the hybrid folios here, Style 11. I take you through the final review. Tutorial and video combos are available for these projects. Hybrid Folio Style 12. Seems like Dr. E is wrapping up the week with the hybrid folios. They're really fun. I do a lot of origami techniques in these. Fun and interesting pages. Guys, these are something to see. Really unique projects that are I would say exclusive to Paper Phenomenon, right? These are fun, interesting pages that you really don't see anywhere else, and you're gonna really enjoy. Just even if you watch them, you draw inspiration, whether it's in the matting, the page style, or design. You will love it. And then moving parts, the album series. This is layout number 4. So there's quite a few projects going on within my YouTube channel. So you really don't want to miss a thing, guys. When you miss a video, you miss something big. All right. So you want to be sure that you're following these videos and you kind of they help you catch up with what's going on in Paper Phenomenon world. So it's really, really fun. Then we have moving parts. This is what I was talking about. So I started off the event with style 8, followed through with style 9, and style 10 is right up here. In between that, I released the grad album, a quick little preview video, because I did do a final review on this, but I just wanted to do something quick. So just to bring it to the forefront. Style 9 featuring the Seaside Escape collection. Beautiful, beautiful collection. Sorry, I missed Style 8. Style 8 is featuring the Kitchen Sink collection. Not to be confused with the In My Kitchen collection that we're using for the Crop at Home event in December. All right, so this one is Kitchen Sink. Style 9 was Seaside Escape. Then we interrupt the programming for another moving parts layout here. So check that out. I did another final review, Strike a Pose. Oh my goodness, this album is unbelievable. Please take a minute to watch this. Let me know your thoughts. I love reading your comments and answering any questions you may have. So please, please watch it because it is so good. Coincidentally, I do have some cameras available in the shop if you're interested, and the paper collection is also available in the shop in both digital and hard copy. All of the paper collections that I mentioned here are in the shop in both digital form and a hard copy where I mail it to your home. Moving Parts Minis Style 10 is featuring the Passenger Collection. My gosh, my friends, this is so good. You have to check these out. They are gorgeous. Let me know your thoughts on the Moving Parts page folios. They are dynamite. They've been so much fun to make. And I'm almost a little bit sad that I just have the two ones, the 11 and 12 to go. I don't know. I don't think I can stop. I think I will continue with moving parts here and there throughout the remainder of 2024. Then I uploaded a video on how to print your digital paper collections and how to print your embellishments with the mirror image. I felt like this video was important to highlight because a lot of you express wanting to dabble with digital, but you're not sure what you need, how to start. Guys, it's really simple. If you have a color printer, 8.5 by 11, it doesn't have to be a wide format printer. You can print digital papers. I go over printers, I go over paper, and the how-to all in this video. So check it out and watch it because you will learn a lot. Just bear with me, bear through the talking, watch the entire video. I promise you there's going to be quite a few takeaways for you. All right, you will enjoy it. If you've been thinking about printing digital papers and you want to know where to start, this is the video for you. There's a recap video on moving parts, the album series. A lot of you have questions on moving parts because there are so many moving parts to this entire series. This is a great recap video for you guys, so check it out if you have any questions on that. And then I finished it off with how to make interactive embellishments. While I was working on Moving Parts Style 10, I had a few embellishments left over that I did not put into the folio, and I wanted to highlight them because they were so good, and I shared it with you all here on YouTube. So check it out. Fun and interesting ways to use up those embellishments in your paper collections as opposed to just locking them away in a drawer. Use them, my friends. Make them interactive and just enjoy the process. So Dr. E, thank you so much for all of the uploads. Dr. E will continue to upload videos next week. She will be uploading the following. I know so many of you are waiting on videos. Again, because it's a new channel, there are limitations on how many videos we can upload. We get cut off, guys. YouTube cuts me off with uploading. So up for next week videos, we got Hybrid Folios Minis. She's continuing these scrapbook layouts, moving parts, the matting series with Ladies Who Lunch. Posting overdue videos, Spooky Harvest. Our Story, which is a split back album. So good, guys. Magnolia Box and Album Set. Collaboration project, The Camera Clock by Jane Andrews. And then Retros Thursday, which is a haunted house exploding box. We all love a good exploding box, don't we? You know, I think it's time for another rendition of the exploding box. Let's see what I come up with. All right. Next up, we're going to answer your questions, my fellow crafters. So let's get into it. All right, so let's head on over to the community tab on my YouTube channel and take a look at the questions. So Dr. E makes a post like this for you to ask your questions, and I answer them here live in a recap. All right, so we've got 6 questions this week. Let's do it. All right, so from Victoria, she says, love, love, love all your fabulous paper and album designs. Just bought Passenger Collection and Moving Parts Minis style 10 to replicate yours. Question, My husband isn't a fan of all of the flips and flaps and pockets and such. Complete opposite of me. And I was wondering if you have a simple design that just involves turning the page. I know it sounds boring, but I'm just wondering what you might suggest. I absolutely do, darling. And I designed this album specifically for that reason. And no, ma'am, it is not a boring album. It is called the Mr. Benjamin album. There are several renditions of that album, but start off with Mr. Benjamin. It's just flipping. All right. Then there's Mr. Benjamin 2, and then there's Mr. Grant. And all Mr. Grant is half of Mr. Benjamin. So we'll list everything in the description box below, or you can go to my shop, paperphenomenon.com, and just in the search engine, type in Mr. Benjamin, and all of your options will come up. If you come across Mr. Benjamin 2, that's not the one you want. Mr. Benjamin 2 is a rendition of Mr. Benjamin, but I add pockets. All right, it's not just a simple flip through. So stick with Mr. Benjamin 1 and you'll see exactly what I mean. And it's called Mr. Benjamin because you can fit 100 photos in the album. So check it out, darling. And thank you so much for your purchase. I can't wait to see your take on Moving Parts Mini Style 10. Be sure to share it on the Facebook community page. I will also link you down below in the description box. Thank you for the question. Next question. All right, so the next question is from Tammy. Hi, Kathy. I just wanted to say I'm loving Moving Parts Folios and the paper collections that you're using to put them together. I was wondering about the embellishments and using the Brother Scan and Cut. I was wondering if at one time Jane had written down directions on cutting the embellishments out precisely, like getting the inner parts of the embellishments. If Jane did do it, where can I find the directions, or would she be willing to give directions? The answer to that is yes. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a copy of that. There should be a copy of that in every single paper collection. Perhaps Jane hasn't had the time, or perhaps it slipped her mind to copy it over into the newer paper collections because she's using her Juliet now. But yes, there are instructions, and honestly, the Brothers Scan and Cut is a fantastic machine. However, it is very temperamental. So you have to do all sorts of little tips and tricks to get it to do what you want it to do, especially when the images are a lot more intricate. My best advice would be to download their software because it allows you to kind of tweak those things and customize the images a little better. Sometimes tracing the image with a pencil helps to outline that one area that's not cutting for you. Some of our fellow crafters had advised that for me in the past when I used the Brother Scan and Cut. But sometimes the bottom line is, you've seen me do it while I'm crafting. You just have to cut that one little piece out manually. It's never fun, but sometimes you just gotta call it done and grab the good old craft knife and cut out that little bit that didn't pick up in the Brother Scan and Cut. It just gotta be done. All right. What was I doing? Oh, I know. I shouldn't be sharing this, but I've got something new in the shop. All right. It's called my 2024 gift card holder. And when I was decorating this, all right, it's in the shop right now. There's still some SVG files that need to be added, but if you want to pick it up, go ahead. It's such a great set, guys. All right. And I know that you all, look at how I digress. Do you see what you guys do to me? I wasn't even going to show this. All right. But anyway, it's there. The how-to videos and everything was there. But when I was adding this little mug to this hot chocolate drink to my gift card holder, this little spot here, you'll see it in the process videos. It didn't come out. It was still white. So I grabbed my trusty little my trusty little knife and I cut it out because I was not going to let it defeat me, right? So sometimes you just have to grab the good old knife and do it manually, my friends. All right, but Jane does have instructions to answer your question, Tammy. It should be in the project folder, but if it's obviously not there because you didn't see it, so we will update those projects folders to make sure that it's in there. All right, but look out for my new 2024 gift card holder. You're going to love it. There's 5 designs that Sandy's working on for birthday, Christmas, happy holiday, wedding, and a good old thank you and congrats, my friends. So this is this will be your go-to gift card holder, I promise. This one's the simple design where we just do pattern paper, all right, like a regular card. And there's an envelope, and it's a regular A4 size. So you can buy A4 envelopes, pop them in there, and done. No special envelope required. 2024 gift card holder. I'll link it down below as well. All right, next question. So the next question is from Beatrice. Hello, Kathy. I was wondering if you had a tutorial or a guide on how to use your accessory sets. I can see that some of the pieces are ready to be printed, cut, and assembled, but others look like they are meant to be glued on cardstock. For example, the first Noel accessory sheet 3 and 6. Also, Cozy Christmas set sheet 3.5 by 6 folio card. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry if this already has, read more. Hold on. Has already been asked. I just wanted to make sure I use these fun sets properly. And the answer to that, Miss Bernice, is yes, there is. In the project folder for these collections, I believe it's in the CMC though. I gotta look. Let me look. But yes, I show you how to use the accessory sets, how to score them, how to put them together, and all that good stuff. So I will check those folders out and make sure that they're in the folder, because if it's in the CMC, I may have not copied it over to the digital collection. So Bernice, thank you for asking, because sometimes we have to put things in 2 places, and listen, I'm human, I forget, but that's what these questions are for. So when I do, we'll pop them in there. All right. So sometimes they're project specific, because I gotta think about it, Bernice, but there will be something there to answer your question. All right, so Cozy Christmas, let me look at it again. Hold on, because I will forget. First Noel and Cozy Christmas. So I know the Cozy Christmas, we went over it in when I used that collection. And then the first Noel, definitely also when I use the collection. So I will check it out, my friends. All right, next question. Thank you so much, Bernice. So the next question is re-engineered paper. She says, Kathy, I just got done watching your moving parts page folio style 9, and I am absolutely in love. Loved 8 too. But I have been in love with your Seaside Escape paper collection since you first gave us a sneak peek of it. So it was great seeing it in the moving parts folio. I've been a little under the weather lately, dealing with kidney stones that lasted quite a while, so I'm not sure if you announced this already or not. But I was wondering if you also have a plan on doing videos of the moving parts page full size moving parts page folios 8 through 12, or just the minis. Don't get me wrong, I love seeing the minis, but as we saw with style 1 through 7, there were some differences in designs between the minis and the full size folio, mainly because you had to adjust a few things based on the room you had. Sorry if this was answered already. Usually I stay up to date on all of your videos, so I don't have to ask questions like this. Girl, don't you worry about it. You ask these questions. That's what I'm here for. Oh, I missed my place. That you already addressed, but I haven't been able to find moving parts page folio. Haven't been able to find the answer in the videos that I've watched while trying to catch up. Anyways, thanks, Kathy, and I can't wait to see the rest of the moving parts page folios. They are all just as fabulous as ever. Re-engineered paper, darling. Don't worry. You ask your questions. That's what we are here for. All right. Now, you are right. When I did style 1 through 7, I showed the process because when you take something big and you make it smaller, it's kind of hard. You have to re engineer, no pun intended. All right. But when there's something small and you make it big, there's really no re-engineering involved. So to answer your question, there will not be process videos for the 11 by 11. There will only be a cutting guide because they are constructed exactly the same way. The matting exactly the same way. All right. So nothing changes except the size. All right. So I did explain it when I released the project and in a few other videos, but no worries, darling. Don't worry, guys, if you think the question may have been asked. Perhaps if it was, somebody else missed it and you're asking it and you'll help somebody else. So please ask your questions. It's a lot easier sometimes. I know for me, uh, do you know how many times I asked Jane the same thing? She's probably like, freaking Kathy, search through your thingy. I It's so much faster for me to ask the question and have it right there in front of me than to have to look through 5,000 conversations, right? But is it probably there? Yes. But it's easier to ask and I don't mind answering. So I answered your question, love. It's gonna when you start off small and you're making it big, easy peasy. But when you start off big and you try to make it small, sometimes it doesn't work out, right? So that's why I had to do process videos for 1 through 7 because I started off big. All right, this time I was using my noodle and I started off with the small one, and the big one is free. All right, so when you buy moving parts 8 through 12, you get the 8 by 8 size with the process videos, and the 11 by 11 cutting guide is free. It is not a separate purchase the way 1 through 7 are. All right, so just remember that. Okay, thank you so much for the question. Next question. All right, the next question is from Money. Hi, Kathy. First, I want to say I love everything you do and thank you for your great tutorials and paper. Well, I can't say enough about them. Kathy, can you explain to me how your EKC 24, which I have purchased 24, 23, I think back to 19, and your remix number 5 work? I have purchased them, but I don't know how they work. Okay. Is it after you finish all 3 tutorials on remix? Hold on. On remix. Is it, hold on. Is it after you finish the 3 tutorials on the remix for number 5? Will that be when you send out the kits? And on EKC 24, is there still one left? No, there are definitely no kits on EKC 24. That has been finished a long, long time ago. I'm sorry I am lost, and no worries, darling. Thanks for answering my questions. Looking forward to the next remix. Monica, aka Money. Um, so EKC 24 is completely done. I finished all the kits on that. So if you have any questions on EKC 24, please send us an email, darling. Let me change the camera view. And on remix, here we go. On remix, it's usually after I finish the project that I mail my kits out on remix. The first remix project is a little late on me shipping because I've been shipping all sorts of other things, but it should, I would say, by next month. No, we're almost in next month. In October, I am shipping remix, the grad album, and the final kits for Journal Jam. All right. Um, I have I have no excuse other than that. I do it all myself. That's it. So I kind of do things as I go along, right? So usually when I'm done with the project is when I mail my kits. All right. So, and EKC 24 was finished a very long time ago. So email us and let us know what you are missing because it sounds like you're missing something. All right. Info@paperphenomenon.com. Thank you so much for the question. And I think we have one more. Let's take a look. All right, so the last one is from Lynn. She says, "Hello, dear Kathy. I just watched your video on which you showed us how to add photos to the album. Occasionally, I do build albums on my own and present them to my little YouTube channel. Sometimes I create flaps or spaces for photos from the beginning bigger so that there is enough space for the 4x6 photo with including a white border and then the black border, which is the flap. So I don't have to crop any of my photos. I'm kind of lazy sometimes. My question, hold on, read more. My question now is, an American photo standard size that is it different than European size? I know there are differences in the photo format, which is sometimes quite annoying, especially when I print design papers. Are the photos a little bit bigger when you print them with the white border? Otherwise, there wouldn't be any cropping necessary. Lots of greetings from Germany, Lynn. Well, I don't know that they are different, but I can tell you what size our photos are. All right, so let me change the camera view. All right, workspace. Let's get rid of this. There's style 12 on my desk. Well, let me hide it. Oh my God, I almost got busted. All right, so when you see one of my projects, the white represents the photo. All right, hold on. Let me grab one. All right. Let me grab a project. This is one of my moving parts folios. You guys have not seen this one. This one was done by one of our fellow crafters, Kim. This is style 7. All right, style 7. So when there's a photo mat like this in my project, the white is the photo, which is 4x6. The black is the photo mat, which is larger, which is 4¼ by 6¼ okay? The standard size photo is a 4x6 in the United States. I don't know anywhere else, okay? Now, when I make flaps, this one's not a very good example of it. Hold on, because this is moving parts, so we went nuts, right? We went nuts with the photo mats. Let me grab an album that's a very good example of it. All right, so this album is completely finished with photos, and this is my Everyday Life album. Everyday Life large, if I'm not mistaken, the large one, okay? I have 3 sizes in Everyday Life. I have a large, a medium, and a small. So standard photos in the United States is 4x6. Remember, white represents the photo, not the black. The black is always larger, so you don't have to crop the 4x6. 5x7 and 8x10. 8x10. See the white border here? These were printed with the white border. Printed with the white border. So that means the finished size is still 5x7. This one was printed with the white border. So that means the finished size is still 4x6, which in turn still fits on the black photo mat, which is 4¼ by 6¼ okay? So when you print with the white border, it stays at the 4x6. Your photo is just a little bit smaller, okay? When you print without the border and you want to add a white border, if you're working on one of my projects where my mat is 4¼ by 6¼ then you want to crop your photo to, gosh, I can't think. You want to crop your photo. You would have your white, which is the 4x6, right? And then you will have to crop your photo at 5¾ inches by 3¾ inches to fit it on there, okay? If you print without the white border, all right? But it makes sense to print with the white border if you're doing strictly 4x6s. You see? One layer, done. I do not recommend printing without a border the photos that you're going to leave at 4x6, okay? If you print without a border, then those are photos that you want to crop, right? That you would have to put a white border behind it, okay? If that's the look you like, right? So let me give you some examples. Printed with the white border, this photo mat is 4x6. The photo mat is, which is the black piece, is 4¼ by 6¼ Again, printed with the white border, it's on there. All right. This one for pocket cards is 3x4, another standard size in the United States. So the mat, right, is, which is the black. The white represents the photo. The black is 3¼ by 4¼ Okay, let me see if I find some other examples of here. Okay, this is something I cropped, right? I got rid of all of the noise behind it. So I cut my picture to whatever size I wanted. I added the white because I love a white border. And then I cut the mat accordingly, which is the black. So the white border is just an accent, okay? And when you print with a white border, you don't need the white. And the photo is not larger, it's still the same exact size. This is what I wanted to show. These here, my 3x4s, I printed with the white border. My Canon Selfie allows me to print a 3x4 with the white border. All right, it's actually in a collage. It's in a collage. And then the collage of, let me see if I have an example of that. I don't think so because I normally cut those apart. Let me see, I may get lucky. See this picture I cropped? So I added the white border. This is a full 4x6, no white border. It's printed with the white border. This is a 5x7, no white. The white border is printed with the photo, so no need for additional paper. Okay, so see here these teeny photos right here. These I print them out in collage format, which has a white border all around each individual photo. So you can choose to leave the white border like I do here, or you can cut it out. Okay, so look how cute that looks there on that little film strip. This is such a great album, guys. If you haven't made one, you may want to take a look at it. Again, with the white border. See, this is with the white border. Okay, with the white border. All right. And yeah, that's it. So standard photo sizes, 4x6, 5x7, and 3x4, and I think the 8x10. I didn't say the 8x10. All right. And when you print with the white border, the photo stays the same size, right? It stays 4x6. What they decrease is your image. All right, just by a little bit. Oh no, I guess I was supposed to add these and I didn't. So fun, those embellishments. Really cute, guys. Really, really gorgeous album. Take a look at it. I'm sure there's a final review somewhere. Well, probably not on YouTube. I don't know if Dr. E got to this yet. So hopefully that answers your question. And I agree with you. Sometimes I get lazy with cropping photos, but I love displaying photos in fun and interesting ways. And I'm totally into the smaller photos. And so, I guess I have albums that are easy albums that you just flip through them, slap a 4x6 and done. Most of my albums are designed for that, but you can take those spaces and make fun and interesting layouts with your photos. And that is what I'm sharing in this project right here. This one right here, this is the Moving Parts bonus album that you got for National Scrapbook Day 2024. There's 2 videos already uploaded on YouTube on how I add photos to my albums. Just watch them, guys. You're gonna love them. You're gonna learn a few things. You're gonna get a few ideas, or maybe things you already know that you already implement into your own projects. But it's always nice to see someone else doing something. You always draw some inspiration from it, whether it be in the matting, adding the photos, a quick cut, anything goes. Some good crafty time. All right. Remember, as always, ask your questions. I will answer them 5,000 times if I have to. It doesn't matter to me. I welcome all of the questions. Important things to remember is the Crop at Home event, my brand new gift card holder. I can't wait to share that video with you all. And everything that we discussed today will be 50% off in the shop. All of the moving parts are 50% off. The paper collections I'm using, tape and all your consumables, cardstock, tape, magnets, acetate, everything is in the shop. Restocked, and cardstock is on a pre-order because that is out of stock, but I did a pre-order so you guys can order if you need cardstock. And just thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for watching. I will be sharing a few photos of my Robbie in his ceremony. A few of you asked why he got the special hat, and that's because he is now a drill sergeant, and he is wearing it well. So I got some time. I spent some time with my beautiful grandchildren and my beautiful daughter-in-law, Lexi. I was able to meet some of his friends, and it's just always nice being a part of your kids' lives and just seeing my son in such a grown-up man capacity. It just warms my heart, and I love every freaking minute of it. All right, so I'll share a few photos with you guys. Thank you for being a part of my life, a part of Paper Phenomenon, and for supporting this channel. This is Kathy with Paper Phenomenon, and until next time. So I promise a peek at the In My Kitchen collection. So let's take a look. All right, guys. So here it is. It's just so fabulous. We have got, let me move this before I screw up my video. So here it is. These will be in, this is printed at home, but for those of you who get my kit, you will get 2 different pads, a special retreat pad, and of course the In My Kitchen collection. So look at these papers. Look at that. There's also a special recipe card. Everything's in the digital collection. Okay. Look at how cute. Cute, cute, cute. So, and that just gives you an idea and flavor of it. I'm not going to go through everything, okay? Because, you know, it's gorgeous. So that's that. Then there's a ton of embellishments. And when I say a ton, look at these super fun pre-made recipe cards. Of course, you will get recipe cards that you can do up yourself. And I don't have those printed and cut, but there's just so many cute, cute things in here for you to play with. All sorts of things. All right, look at that. And then, of course, the embellishments. There's stuff to make little plain old recipe booklets with if you want to. Really kind of old-fashioned ones, just really cute. Don't ask me why that's on the acetate. I'm not sure why Jane put that on there. I have to ask her. There's really, I think it was to protect the large images. There's fun, fabulous ladies, because why can you not be fabulous while you're cooking, right? And then all sorts of super duper fun embellishments. Look at that. Look at that. All sorts of processed foods from the 1950s. So just all sorts, because that, I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think that was when everything started with the whole packaged food, TV dinners, and maybe a little later, but still, nonetheless, super fabulous. Look, look, look. I love it. Some coupons for Rinso and just buy, I guess, buy stain. Look at how fun. How fun. Oh, spam. Listen, spam. I love spam. There's so many people who hate spam, but then there's a whole group of people who love it. I grew up on it. It's just, it is what it is. Look at this car. How fun. Pancakes and syrup and just, guys, all sorts of fun. Newspaper clippings with coupons. Look at this. How fun. Fun, 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 fun. So In My Kitchen, my friends, is available in the shop right now. If you want a kit where you get the paper collections, all sorts of things. There's a wood grain paper in here. Of course, I didn't bring it with me. Did I not bring it with me? Where is the wood grain paper? There's a wood grain paper. Anyway, it's not right here in front of me. That will be for the box, because it's going to be a kind of vintagey looking box. And then this paper we're going to use for the actual recipe card booklets. All right, so it's going to be gorgeous. If you want a kit, you can pick one up. It's in the there's a link in the description box as well, or you can go to my shop and search for crop at home event, and this one will pop up, and you can pick up a kit which includes all of the goodies for the project and a ticket to the crop at home event. It's all inclusive. All right. The best deal is the kit deal, right? The kit is definitely the best deal. You get the most bang for your buck. All right, my friends, this is Kathy again with Paper Phenomenon, and enjoy the photos. Oh, my baby, I will cry. Bye, everyone.
He is being assigned a 3rd Recruit Training Battalion. Sergeant Miller. He is being assigned a 3rd Recruit Training Battalion.